Hello everyone, welcome back to Frag Chat with Smelly and Smurfy. Lovely to see you all again. Happy New Year, happy 2019 from both of us. And today we're going to be doing something that has to do with the year that's just gone, 2018. It's going to be our Fragrance Awards. A very informal one, we haven't dressed up or anything, just on the sofa as usual. And we're going to talk about the fragrances that came out in a few different categories last year that were our favourites. Of course, we didn't try anywhere near everything, so it's just from the ones we were lucky enough to experience. Particularly in the niche world, there are so many things we didn't try, but from the ones that we stumbled across last year, these were our favourites. So, I guess before we do that, we better do Scent of the Night.
Okay.
What are you wearing?
You don't know, do you?
No.
I'm wearing Guerlain Louis.
Ah, okay.
L-U-I. The unisex, fairly recent release.
Okay.
It's a benzoin ambery fragrance. I'm wearing it tonight to decide if I actually want to keep it or sell it.
Ah.
I really like it, but I'm not sure if it's going to get that much wearing, so I'm going to review it and then decide whether I'm going to keep it or not.
Right. I like it,
Yeah?
but I'm not sure I love it.
No, it's not that strong. I mean, I sprayed that a few hours ago. It's quite light, I think.
Very pleasant. But I'm not sure we love it, but it's good. I haven't worn any, I'm not wearing anything, so I just picked anything randomly. Fleur de Mal, a real beast mode flanker to Le Mal.
It is, yeah.
So I'll just do 3 sprays of that.
That should
And
be enough.
it's very strong, neroli,
Lots of neroli.
muskiness.
I think it's orange flower as well.
Yeah, kind of powdery, but very strong at the same time. A hint of something a bit animalic as well about it, actually.
I think so, yeah.
But really nice white florals as well, so a weird kind of mixture of notes, but it really works. So that's Fleur de Mal, sadly discontinued from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Okay, so let's get stuck into it. The ones that are in our categories. First one, we're going to do Best Designer Fragrance Releases of 2018, and we'll do a men's and a women's one. Can we do men's first?
Yes.
Okay, so we think that the best, our favourite anyway, designer release of 2018 was this one, Dunhill Century. And of course, I think it's probably the only release either of us bought or owns.
Yeah, it's the only 2018 release, I think.
So we put our money where our mouth was because we got it, and it was you got it for me for Christmas, which was really kind. But I was definitely pleased to get it. So very much a fresh, bright, neroli, citrusy opening, kind of earthy mineral element in the mid or base notes.
Sandalwood, and there's also to me some clean sort of laundry musk stuff going on, which I really like.
So that doesn't sound wildly exciting.
No.
There's also a little bit of kind of pepperiness or something in there as well.
Yeah.
And very, very nice, fresh, sophisticated, elegant, masculine scent. A bit of an eau de cologne style mixed with a bit more depth and complexity.
Yeah, it's just a very nice, well done, still mass appealing, but without being completely bland.
Yeah. And doesn't seem to be jumping on any bandwagon or copying anything else particularly. So, Dunhill Century was, for both of us, just about our favourite from the men's designer releases of last year. From the world of the females, what was between us both, what was our favourite ladies' designer release?
We went with Chanel Coco Mademoiselle Intense.
Picture appearing now on the screen. And we didn't quite like it enough to buy it. Claire's not such a designer fragrance fan as I am. I've got tons, you haven't.
I don't have much designer at all, but if I was going to, if someone said, here's some money and you can only buy a designer fragrance that was released last year, would totally be that. In fact, it might be that whenever it was released.
Okay.
I really like it. It's Coco Mademoiselle, which is kind of a bit loud and screechy to my nose, but then they've almost softened the screechiness. They've made it more rounded and more syrupy and smooth, and it's just really, really good.
Right, so that was, and I tried it and I agreed, but I think mainly that one was Claire's decision what was going to win in that category. So those were the designers that we liked, but we have to have a category for the worst ones too. So first of all, it's going to be the worst.
Let's give it a name, this category.
Oh, right.
Let's call it a stinker.
Okay.
Yeah?
Stinkers.
So 2018
The Stinker Award
Yeah.
Goes to, for men's designer fragrances, we've decided to give it to, you say it?
It's Mugler Alien Man.
Right. So this was a much anticipated release. Of course, after many years of there being a female alien, finally we got the men's version. And of course, many people were really excited that it might be
I was
something
excited.
iconic,
Yeah.
because the original Alien by Mugler is pretty much a legend of the fragrance industry.
Yeah, the speculation was rife amongst Fragcom. Is it going to be a jasmine bomb? How are they going to play it? Everyone was excited, I think.
Yep, and it's still got quite you can see the bottle on the screen now, still got that sort of interesting
Yeah, it looks
alien
great, the
style
bottle.
design. But the smell was just a bit average.
Very bland, very much in your ballpark of, not that it smells the same, but kind of like your Bleu de Chanel, your Jimmy Choo Man, your Sauvage. It's that shower gel, clean, general basic man's smell.
Safe.
Very safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, just
No.
boring.
Perhaps it was just because of the gap between the expectation of what it could have been, and that there probably were other scents roughly as dull out there, but it was the
Gotcha.
gulf between
Yeah.
what we might have hoped for and the slightly bland thing that came out. We decided to give it that one. Sorry to the House of Mugler. So Alien Man, bit of a disappointment, and I think that most of the community, hardly anyone has really taken on that one and raved about it properly. So what a shame. Okay, and the Stinker Award for women's designer fragrances this year goes to
Dior Joy.
Dior. You've actually
Yes.
chosen the House of Christian Dior, right?
Dior created a stinker.
Not a stinker,
No.
is it? But a disappointment.
Yes.
Why?
Again, I think because it's a standalone fragrance, it's not a flanker, and I think myself and probably most of Fragcom expected a bit more. And it was another very office safe, slightly pretty female fragrance that does not stand apart from thousands of other fragrances out there. Again, it was just boring.
Agreed. The bottle mimics the Dior Sauvage line, so clearly they're going to hope that it's going to be as big a seller as that one and really crowd pleasing. But just not it doesn't really stink or smell bad,
No.
but nothing really interesting to say about it. And
It smells
like
of disappointment.
a little bit, yeah. Okay, so those were the ones we didn't like. Sorry about that, guys. Next up, then, we're going to go to the niche fragrances. Of course, there are loads of designer releases, but when it comes to niche, it's almost infinite.
Yeah.
So, these are the ones we've happened to try. So, we're not splitting it into male and female because these tend to be more unisex, but one will be chosen by you and probably leans more feminine, and the one I've chosen leans a bit more on the masculine side. So, Claire's choice for your favourite niche release of 2018 is...
Probably not much of a surprise, is Powder and Dust by SP Parfums.
Aha.
It was a very, very close run thing because I'm also mad about Me Too
Oh, yeah.
from NB Parfums, but
Uh-huh.
this pipped it to the post.
Right.
I just love Powder and Dust. I've spoken about it so often.
Claire is obsessed with this and wears it a lot. So it's got a pear note, I
Yes,
think.
I think it smells like pear drops, the old traditional sweet. It's like a syrupy pear, and there's mimosa, and it's sparkling and yellow and floral and just
Quite odd sometimes when you first spray it.
yeah.
So it's-
When you
it's
first spray it, it's slightly weird,
almost a solventy glue-like accord
kind
in there.
of ish, but
Yeah, I'm not knocking
Yeah.
it, but it's certainly a little bit challenging and niche in some
to start
respects.
with. But it's only 5 or so minutes, and it really starts to sparkle and glow from your skin. It's gorgeous.
So a real favourite of Claire's
Yes.
came out pretty early in the year, so the only thing we had to check was did it actually come out in 2018, but it's been out ages. And we'll put the link to their website in the description. Claire's a big fan of Sven Pritzkelay's perfume, and that one of the ones that we've taken to very much from
Yes.
that company. My one, a bit more of a mainstream niche. The best release this year for me was Acqua di Parma Sandalo. Now, this one was originally released actually in 2016, but it was a Harrods exclusive, and it just became available widely this year. So we're counting it, and we both enjoy this one a lot. Very masculine, fresh kind of scent. Yeah, we sprayed some on the card yesterday, but you've got it on there. And some of the notes mentioned here: Mysore sandalwood, hence the name Sandalo, lavender, tonka bean. I think there's certainly some bit of citrus in there.
Yeah, a bit of amber as well.
So kind of a fougere-esque smell, maybe.
Kind of. When you spray it, you get all the citruses. You get a load of citruses, and then it fades down, and you get a little bit of the lavender, and the sandalwood then starts to come in, and you've got this lovely sandalwood. It's really powdery, and then it kind of just fades into a gorgeous ambery sandalwood concoction. I love it. I think it's really, really good for masculine fragrance.
Very classy, masculine type signature scent. A little bit of a hint of a retro look to the past, but not really smelling old-fashioned. Actually, quite modern and of its timeless or whatever.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
probably
smell...
not a young fragrance. I couldn't see a 19-year-old wearing this to the club.
No.
It's more of a wear it to the office, bit grown up.
Grown-up,
Without
mature
being,
stuff.
You don't have to be 50 or 60 to wear it, definitely.
No, but it's a grown-up smell. That's it, and it's from the more expensive ingredients line from Acqua di Parma. So both really fond of that one, aren't we? So that's kind of it for our major awards there, except for a sort of extra one that we're going to do, which is going to be our favourite discovery of the year. So these not necessarily released this year. Indeed, they were not, but the best perfume each one of us discovered. So what's yours, Claire?
So mine, probably not too much of a surprise or a sublime, from Bijon Parfums, a German house. Beautiful, powdery, vanilla, amber, myrrh, everything that's amazing is bottled in here. And
I love this.
It smells incredible. We both really love this one, don't we?
Beautiful, one of the best vanilla scents out there.
Yeah, it's got citruses in the opening, but it's really more about the vanilla and the amber and the and the myrrh and resins and stuff, all that good stuff.
Really, really good and great performance. Both of us wear that one now and again, but you do more.
Yeah.
But I do like it as a really nice vanilla, and that's Aura Sublime by Bijon. So yeah, brilliant one to discover this year. And my one, we don't have a full bottle of it, but it's from a house we've heard quite a lot about online on YouTube this year, and that's Fort and Manley. There's their logo, and the fragrance in question, of which we've tried quite a few from this company, it's
Borchnikov.
Borchnikov, okay, and so the bottle looks like that, and we've got the discovery set that the company did kindly send us for free, and it's one of the ones from that discovery set.
And I've
Claire's
got it
got
on my
a bit
wrist.
on.
We are both really, really head over heels for this smell.
That is very impressive stuff indeed. So some of the notes, the official notes listed are in the top lavender, in the mid chocolate and vanilla, and in the base apparently oud, vetiver, gaiac wood and cedar wood, described as a woody gourmand. It came out in 2016.
But we think it smells rosy.
We both get a bit of rose, we think.
To me, I can understand there being chocolate in there without it being overtly chocolatey.
It's not overly chocolatey or gourmandish.
I can see it as a supporting role.
Yeah.
But I really get the vetiver in a really good way, like a really grassy, singing off your skin vetiver. It's kind of, it is magical. And the fragrance I think used to be called Borchnikov's Purple Hat.
Something like that, yeah.
And it's to do with a magic trick.
That's the little story they tell to set the scene for the fragrance, yeah.
And the fragrance to me has a magical mystery kind of feel to it.
Yeah, quite
it's
exotic
something
smelling.
Quite special, isn't it?
Very, very special and complex.
Yeah.
A little bit exotic, but quite wearable, not really out there.
I thought, it's got oud in it, I'm not going to like it.
Claire does not like oud.
I don't like oud, but I think maybe the oud that they've used, where maybe I'm not used to proper oud.
Maybe it's really good natural oud that's been used.
Because I can tell that there's oud in there, but it doesn't smell like the kind of oud that I've smelt before.
Yeah. So you wouldn't pick up on a ton of oud, but I would say I do get that it's there.
You get it more in the opening, and then it slowly fades. And the vetiver and what smells to me like rose really picks up.
So yeah, we were very interested to try Fort and Manley stuff, and we were pretty impressed with most of them. That's the one that's really stood out for us so far, and perhaps slightly because it came towards the end of the year, it's fresher in my mind. It might have helped it win the prize for me, but yeah, definitely really excited to try Borchnikov out, and we'll be featuring it a bit more on the channel. Perhaps me and Claire, or maybe even me on my own, will be talking more about Fort and Manley stuff and letting you know how they smell and which ones you might be interested to try or buy.
They're all really exciting, actually. They're really quite interesting.
Yeah, it does seem a house that's worthy of that. It did get some hype, and sometimes you're sceptical. Oh, they can't be that good, but they do seem really good.
On this occasion, believe the hype.
Yeah, I think so. And it's an Australian house, so that's a bit different from the usual European or North American stuff. Okay, so that was the awards ceremony, a glittering affair. And it's 2nd of January, so a little bit late to the game here. And we hope that you've all kicked off your 2019 smelling great. Any thoughts ahead, though, to what's coming up this year? One big thing is, of course, Jeremy Fragrance.
Oh, yes.
The Office fragrance from Fragrance One, the brand of Jeremy Fragrance. How are you hotly anticipating that one?
Hotly anticipating would be an over-exaggeration slightly.
Yeah.
I am interested to smell it, actually,
Okay.
just to see what it's like. But my idea, or Jeremy's idea of one fragrance for one situation is not my idea of the fun of fragrances.
No.
So the concept to me is flawed.
Yes, certainly for most of us who are obsessed with fragrances and collect them, the idea that we need someone to help us know what to wear for the office isn't right. But of course, commercially, who knows? It seems like it might be quite a success for him. And what do you think about Jeremy's upcoming fragrance? Well, he hasn't told us much, nothing about the notes. So any speculation of what it might smell like? I know Alberto Morillas is the perfumer, so a very highly renowned perfumer. But it seems to be all about the hype at the moment, but not much about telling anyone how it smells, and people have to pre-order it with their fingers crossed that it's as good as Jeremy clearly wants us to think that it is. So we'll see. Good luck to him. But yeah, it's hard to speculate because we have so little to go on.
There's nothing to go on really. But
anything else coming up that we're looking forward to?
I'm excited for Miguel Matos.
All right.
So he's just released a fragrance with Sarah Baker.
Yes.
Sarah Baker Perfumes. He's released what's it called, Jungle Jezebel.
Okay.
And I think he's one to watch basically.
So you wanted to do him as your person to watch?
Yeah.
In
Person to watch
2018.
in 2019.
He's a renowned perfume critic
Yes.
of Fragrantica and writer, but he's now been involved in the creation of several.
Yeah, he's actually created this fragrance for Sarah Baker, and he was the creative director for fragrances for SP Parfums as well. So he's moving along in his career, and I'm really excited and hope to get my nose on that latest release.
Okay, so look out for what's coming up this year for that one specifically, and Miguel Matos in general. And we're off to Paris in spring, so that should be a fragrance-related holiday. Looking forward to that. And we have also treated ourselves to a holiday in Gran Canaria coming up in about a week, in a winter break in the hot Spanish island off the African coast of Gran Canaria, where we went very recently. So you think we're very indulgent, but we got someone very kindly gave us a free holiday. We only had to pay for the plane, so we're going and looking to escape the quite unremitting gloom and darkness that we've had we get every year in Britain. And poor Claire's had a terrible cough.
I can't seem to get over
she's
this
still
cough.
coughing. I've edited most of them out. That one we're keeping. But yeah, we hope that I think you feel a bit better than the absolute worst of it.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just I can't stop coughing. I've got my lemon sip.
But it's one of those, it's miserable when you can't shake it off. But hopefully you'll be clear of that soon. Anyway, let us know about your favourite discoveries. What do you think was the best fragrance that that came out in 2018?
And the worst.
And the worst, more fun in that, isn't there? And anything else that you'd like to discuss about what we said in the video, please let us know in the comments down below. Is that it for today?
I think that'll do.
We'll bring back Troll of the Month next week. We have let ourselves slip a little bit on that, so we'll get some good trolling in there. Hopefully, and if anyone wants to leave that kind of comment, go for it. All right, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks everyone.
See you in the next
Happy
video.
New Year.
Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon.
And
Bye.
remember, whatever we're doing in life, let's
project. Bye bye.